Hello and welcome to a quick channel update for May 2025. I am going to be changing the upload schedule on the channel, and it's technically already gone into effect, and a few of you have actually noticed it already, and that is going to be, I'm going to try and do daily uploads as much as possible. In particular, because 7 Days to Die is in the shitter right now for its players, and when the players go down for it, that means the viewers go down for it. So sometimes you have to counteract that by making more content for the few players who are still sticking with 7 Days to Die. However, not all of the content that I'm going to be making is going to be 7 Days to Die, and I know I say that in pretty much every one of these channel updates. I do attempt to do other content that isn't 7 Days to Die, and you can search through my channel, it is actually there, I just happen to not do it very consistently, and that's where my new plans come into effect. I am going to be, for the immediate future, the plan for sort of like the schedule of a week is to do 3 episodes of the Escape from Tarkov 7 Days to Die series, 1 video that's just on like a random game that I want to try out, that is to keep my brain from melting from doing all the 7 Days to Die, and I plan on doing still an Oblivion Remastered video every week. The Oblivion Remastered videos didn't do very well, that's why I cut the series, but it doesn't really matter because it makes sense that the series didn't do well, because it's the kind of content that my viewers like on a game that they don't like. And if you want to get new viewers for something like Oblivion, you need to make more widely searched and recommended content, more one-off videos, you know, something that's 10 minutes and is packed with information and is highly produced rather than a let's play, because that's obviously a very oversaturated niche, so it makes sense that those videos didn't do too well. You need to build up that secondary part of your audience, but to be honest, I'm not trying to break into the Oblivion niche because I kind of don't want to break into any niches. One of the mistakes I've made on the channel in the past, I think, is when I do go for things that aren't 7 Days to Die, I do a series on it. Let's say I do 10 episodes or 20 episodes, and then I go to another game and I've just created the same problem again where those people only came for that one thing and therefore they didn't translate back to 7 Days to Die, they didn't translate to the next game, and you were just starting again over and over again. So my plan instead is to do the Oblivion videos because I want to, because I think they're fun to make. I enjoy playing Oblivion, I enjoy talking about Oblivion, so I will do those. And the other video of the week where it's like just a whatever video I want to play, that's another one that's kind of there for the people who watch all my content regardless. And it's more interesting for me to play different games and try different things, and not really have to worry about trying to build up an audience in that niche. I'm just making content for the people who already watch all my stuff anyway, and over time that amount does go up. As the channel grows, it's just a very small percentage of people who will watch any of the videos I make and not just 7 Days to Die. So far the week would look like 3 Escape from Tarkov 7 Days to Die videos, 1 random video, 1 Oblivion video, and we will have the return of the IzPrebuilt series, which is a series where I ask questions about whatever. Generally it's, you know, requested that you ask about things I know. I'm not here to do your math homework, of course, but if it's about 7 Days to Die, if it's about me, it's about another game I play, or just a game you think I play, that's also an option. And it was a fun series we did for like, I don't know, like 8 weeks a couple of years ago, and it was very well received. I think I just stopped doing it because the 7 Days to Die update came out and I had to like go whole into that, and I just forgot to continue it, but people really liked that. And there was some questions about why I changed the name from IzPrebuilt to IzP. It's not that I've actually changed the title of the series to IzP, it's more that I've changed what you have to put in the tags of the comments to find it. So previously when people would ask me the question, they would have to leave IzPrebuilt in anywhere in the comment for me to be able to search it. I've changed that to IzP because P is like secondary nickname on the channel, thanks to Nerdlit Gaming of course, and it's easier for people to type because weirdly enough over the years I've noticed that a solid 50% of people who attempt to type the word prebuilt can't. They'll put a dash in it, they will put a D at the end instead of a T, they will put a space. I don't know why it's so difficult for people to spell prebuilt. It's there, it's on the screen in front of you when you're typing it, but it was. And that meant a good like 10% of the comments I got for the IzPrebuilt series were just lost because I could never find them because people couldn't spell the bloody name right. So the series tag when you want to ask me a question is you just put IzP, one word, and then you just type out whatever your question is. The reason you put IzP in it is so I can go through YouTube's comment section, search, type in IzP and find all the results where people have asked me questions. It's a really useful feature. So yeah, ask questions. Keep in mind that this has been done before. and many of the questions will have the same answers, and therefore I won't cover them. And also keep in mind, I'm not going to give you my fucking address, obviously. Shit like that. Yeah, it's a fun series to make. It's really easy to make. I get to just do some weird gameplay and then answer questions, and it does decently well, and everybody seems to like it. So I thought I would bring it back just to pad out the upload schedule, because obviously 7 full videos a week, considering that 2 of them are going to be very highly produced, is actually quite a lot of work. Like, it takes a lot of time to do that. So I thought I would lessen it so that one of the videos at least was just one that took me like 1 or 2 hours to make. And then final video of the week, I just have listed on all of my schedules as question mark, question mark, question mark. You are currently watching a question mark, question mark, question mark video where I either play something I want to play, or I make a video talking about something I want to talk about, or it's room for like if there's 7 Days to Die news, or if there's other game news. I'll just sort of wing that 7th video every week. So it'll be something different every week, probably, just depending on what I want to do. For example, last week, the question mark, question mark, question mark was the Where is the 7 Days to Die 2.0 video, because it's something I wanted to go over. I was like, this is ridiculous. I want to make a video on this. And so I did. And that affords me a lot of flexibility in my schedule. So yeah. And I noticed I had enough stuff to talk about to make a update video like this one, so I am making one. The beauty of the question mark, question mark, question mark plan. So there's some other stuff to talk about though, including just this week. On Friday, assuming everything goes to plan, I will be participating in the June Awakening closed beta, and I'll be participating in that with Lainey from Nerdlit Gaming.
You can hear this sound that I'm making right now. When they're walking around you?
As well as a bunch of other people. I have keys to give out. I have not decided who I'm giving those keys to, if there's other creators that I want to give them to, or if I just want to give them out to a couple of my friends and they can play, or some other solution, I suppose, then I'll deal with that. But right now, I have 3 spare keys and I have my own key, and on Friday, we're going to be playing some June Awakening. If it isn't complete and utter dog shit, we will be streaming that every day for the length of the beta, which is 4 days. It's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I think. I don't know if the Monday is part of the beta. I'll have to double check that, but I think it is. Yeah, June Awakening is just an interesting game. I saw the opportunity to get an early access to it, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And funnily enough, all the people who suggested I should do it ended up not being available for the actual beta. Isn't that just hilarious? Everybody decided to go on holiday right when the open beta came out, which is funny. But in order to get into it, I actually had to join something, and that was the Funcom Creator Program. And Funcom is the company that makes June Awakening. They are also the company that made, or maybe published, I don't want to say made in case that's wrong. They are responsible for Loft, Conan Exiles, and Metal Hellsinger. And I know Conan Exiles and Metal Hellsinger are pretty good games, so I didn't feel too bad about joining their creator program, which is ironic because I've been doing 7 Days to Die for 3 years, and the company I ended up joining the creator program of was not the Fun Pimps. The Fun Pimps do have a creator program on this sort of middleman website that we use for sponsorships and creator things. However, I simply refuse to attempt to join theirs again. I tried to join the Fun Pimps creator program a couple of years ago, and the moderators of their forums said no, because they don't like me. So I just sort of, on principle, refused to ever try again. And of course, they're probably not going to accept me either way, because I'm highly critical of their game. I do not want any of the benefits of the TFP creator program, which are key to 7 Days to Die, which I have, and a key to 7 Days Blood Moons, which I will not be playing for a multitude of reasons. But I mean, reason number 1, the beta for it is happening at the same time as June, and I'm more interested in June. I know my viewers probably be more interested in 7 Days Blood Moons, but there's other content creators available. I'm sure you guys will figure it out. The problem I have with 7 Days Blood Moons is, yes, I know it's made by another dev team. It's still something they shouldn't be insulting us with when they still haven't even finished their first game. Does that make sense? Like, it's not about the practicalness of it. It's just insulting. You haven't finished your other game and you're bringing out another early access game. And of course they'll say, but our game is finished. It's not finished. There are key features that you promised for the end of 7 Days to Die that are not in the game. You can call it 1.0 all you fucking want. Your game's still in early access. It's just not legally in early access. We all still know that Bandits and the story, the 2 main things we've been asking for the last 8 years, are not in the game, so your game's not done. So you shitting out a fucking spin-off title is insulting to my intelligence. Because why would I want to join another early access program when you've spent the last 13 years in another one? It just doesn't make sense. Also, I don't know if anybody's noticed this. Have you seen the horrible, horrible art style change they made to Blood Moons quite quietly? If you go onto their Steam page, you can see they've gone for like cell shading. Why would you do that? And it happened so quickly I get the suspicion that they did it with AI, but hey, I have no proof of that, and it doesn't say it on the Steam page, so maybe they really did just make every single 7 Days to Die asset again, but make it somehow uglier. I don't know if this counts as cell shading, but you can see it's very Borderlands, and just, you made a game that I really, really didn't want to play even less appealing, because it just looks so ugly. But nonetheless, that is why I'm not playing it, that is why I'm not in the Fun Pimps creator program, and that is why I'm definitely not going to be playing Blood Moons, even if they invited me to, because it's just horrible looking, and I don't really like the premise of it anyway. I don't see a reason that this needed to be a separate game. That could have been a game mode in 7 Days to Die, and it probably would have been a really cool game mode within 7 Days to Die, but they want more money for all the work they've already done. They then asked another company to just repackage it, give it the ugliest art style I've ever seen in a video game, and then do like a year, maybe half a year's worth of coding on it to just give it like some new UI features and a few new weapons. Yeah, no, not from a company who didn't finish their first game in 13 years. No thank you. So I will be playing Dune Awakening instead. As I understand it, Funcom's previous games haven't been perfect either, but non-perfect and absolutely dog shit are two very different measurements of a game studio, and I'm quite comfortable with not perfect. And on the topic of creator programs, this site, this service that lets you easily link up with multiple different game studios and stuff, has a lot of different options that I'm definitely looking through and seeing if I want to try those games. These aren't paid promotions at this current stage, these are just like free keys and perks that you get access to, and I'm looking at this right now on my screen and I can see a lot of really interesting ones. Like there's a Clear Obscure Expedition 33 creator program where I could get access to that game, as well as any DLC they might do, I'm guessing, because you tend to get DLC keys with this. I haven't played that game, but I know people really, really liked that game. There's also a THQ Nordic creator program, which they obviously publish loads of games, at least a few of them are good. There are creator programs for charities like Play Together Against Cancer, which interests me, which is set up by the Swedish Cancer Society. There's a creator program for Enshrouded, which I know a lot of people have wanted me to play, as well as DayZ, Once Human, Ready or Not, Medieval Dynasty, or rather the Toplets creator program, which has all the Dynasty games. That one definitely does interest me, especially because there's a few of those I wanted to play and I would be able to get the key for free, and I would happily showcase their games on my channel. Aside from the horrible constant referencing to other media that happens in Medieval Dynasty, they're very, very good games. I just wish I wasn't thinking about Star Wars while playing a medieval simulator game. Oh, there's even a Make-A-Wish creator program. I can become the next John Cena. Oh, and of course the Saber Interactive creator program. They made Teardown, World War Z, A Quiet Place, and a couple of other games which interest me as well. So there's definitely a lot of potential to play those games, and I would get the keys for free, and it would improve my relations with various game developers all over the world, as well as charities, which is always fun too. So those may be an option in the future as well. This website does have an option for paid promotion as well. I am currently not approved for that, not for anything I've done, it's just I need to wait longer as part of the site to actually gain access to paid promotions. And I have, believe it or not, I know you might not believe this because I've had my YouTube channel for a very long time and I've never done a sponsorship, although I have done a partnership with a couple of server hosts. I actually haven't done paid sponsorship before. And that's not through lack of them trying to get me to do them. I have received a lot of paid promotion opportunities at my business email for various different games, including, of course, the hilarious Raid Shadow Legends, and I have declined or ignored pretty much all of them because I really don't want to promote something that I just don't actually care about, you know? Which is a really, I guess, difficult thing to do, because there are some things where I'm like, hey, I would play that, I would give it a try and then see if I wanted to promote it, but with most things that I see, I'm just like, I don't think my audience would be interested in that. And it's so annoying because I know so many creators out there just don't give a shit about what they promote, and they make so much money from it. I could easily make several extra thousands a year if I just had a little bit less self-respect. Self-respect is an expensive luxury, isn't it? And I'm not going to out the various different studios and games that have approached me and I've been like, no, aside from Raid Shadow Legends, because everybody knows it's shit. But mostly just because they may actually have a project in future that I am actually interested in, and I don't want to have shat all over their previous projects in a video. And I have received a few free keys before, and I believe every time I've done that, I've mentioned that I got the key for free. I don't even know if you legally necessarily have to do that in the UK, but I feel like it's fair enough that you know I got this game for free, so I have the slightest little twitch towards being positive about it. Although, realistically, if I was to get a game for free and I thought it was shit, I just wouldn't make the video on it. I wouldn't, like, lie in the video and be like, yeah, this is amazing, and it's dog shit. If I get a game and I enjoy it, then I'll put out a video. I'm not going to get a game, play it, think it's shit, be like, well, I got it for free, so I'm going to be nice about it. No, I'll ignore it and hope they got the hint. So that's been my policy on sponsorships and brand deals and stuff like that. And obviously, most sponsorships and brand deals are shit. Whether it's a shit product for you or shit payment for me, they're mostly shit. And hopefully that at least means when I do get a good offer, it will be good for me, it'll be good for the company, and it'll be good for you. You'll be given something I think is at least not shit. I can't guarantee everybody who sees a sponsorship I do is going to like the thing I make, but I at least don't want to insult you with something that is just objectively a shit product. You know, we all have different tastes, but shit is shit. And hopefully the paid promotions thing I'm working on the other sites there will be quite good for that, because there's a lot of very well-respected studios on here making actual good games that are a part of this sort of bigger program, and if they want to pay me to play their games, I will at least give it a shot. And all their money will necessarily buy me is a more polite version of what I give the fun pimps if their game is shit. And if their game's good, their game's good. So yeah, that has been a big, long, rambly update about schedule, diversifying my content, a little rant about 7 Days Blood Moons, some news on streams I'm going to be doing, and of course, after those June streams, when the actual game comes out, if I feel like playing it again, I will, and that'll be fun. And as well as some updates on what I'm doing on the creator side of things in terms of partnerships and some of the companies I'm thinking of working with, and what my plans are as far as sponsorships and brand deals are. They've always been under consideration, but most of them I've just been like, actually, no thank you. The one I did come very close to considering was War Thunder, but I received a lot of negative feedback just talking about War Thunder in one of my videos, and I was like, you know what, that doesn't seem like it's for my viewers if a lot of them are really anti-War Thunder. I didn't really get it. I just thought it was a fun little game, but I deferred to the expertise of the people being advertised to, so I just didn't go through with that one. So yeah, thank you for watching this update. Tomorrow will be another Escape from Tarkov video, then it'll probably be an Oblivion video, and then I still have a little bit of flexibility on what I want to do on the weekend. So yeah, see ya.